Sticky skating, or bubbles, is a core skill that you learn to do in derby, and it's skating without kicking your feet out. So it's really helpful in a derby track line, or when you're with like in a pack with your teammates. You can't exactly like have your legs like flinging out everywhere, otherwise you're going to hit your teammates. So sticky skating helps you get momentum and move without you having to move your legs. So sticky skating, these are called bubbles. It's the first form of sticky skating that you'll learn, and it's just when your legs go slowly in and out and they make a circular shape. Eventually you'll learn how to do bubbles backwards, but going forwards and getting that momentum is the most important thing. So when you're starting to learn about bubbles, the most valuable piece of advice that I got was, don't think of a bubble, think of a lemon, because you're not going to be creating a perfectly circular shape. If you look at my feet, when they go out and they come back in, it's more of a lemon shape instead of a circle. So when you're trying to do your bubbles, what you need to do is you need to get into derby stance, and you need to activate all of your leg core muscles, because without your leg core muscles, they're not going to go anywhere. It's one of the hardest things to learn, is how to get your legs to push in and get that momentum. The second thing you need to know about is your edges. So your edges are the sides of your feet. So this is your outside edge and this is your inside edge. So when you're going to do bubbles, you need to activate those edges and think about where your feet are sitting in your skates. You know about your edges, and you know about the muscles in your legs, which you need to activate, and you know what shape you're going for. You need to put it all together. So when you're first starting to learn bubbles, it's really helpful to get a bit of a head start. First learning, it does actually help a lot to get a little bit of a skate up and then to go down. So when you go do your bubbles, first things first, you need to have your feet almost in a V shape. So this helps you to really push in your legs and get that circle around. Second thing is, you don't want to go too wide. If your legs end up really far apart, it's going to take a lot more strength to whip them back in and bring them closer together again to complete that circle. So you want to start like this. You want to be in derby position, and you want to push using the inside of your legs and your edges, and you want to push and get to this position here. Now this is the hardest bit to get through, and it's what most people I've found struggle with, is in getting the inside of your bubble. So you want to keep that momentum going, and once you get to this position here, you really need to squeeze in your legs to bring it all forward. You need to do this in one fluid motion, otherwise you're going to get stuck. To really get in your full bubble, you need to squeeze your legs really hard, and you need to use your outside and inside edges to whip your legs together once you reach that middle point. When you start to do that, it might be a little bit hard at first to go, oh yeah. And when you get here, to squeeze your legs and pull them in. And squeeze your legs. And building up your momentum, you're gonna go faster, and your legs are gonna have to stop working so hard, because the speed that you previously had, you're gonna keep on using to propel yourself forward. So now you know the basics of how to do a watermelon or a bubble or a lemon, sticky skating, whatever you wanna call it. And it's really important to remember, use your inside and your outside edges. They are what is going to propel you forward and help you get that circular shape that you're aiming for. You really need to work on that leg strength. Doing some squats, doing some leg stretches, it's really going to help you whip forward and really close in that circle. But most of the time it takes a lot of practice. At the start, it is going to feel like your legs aren't ever going to close, and you're never going to be able to close that circle and keep going. But you will get there, you just have to put in a bit of hard work and some practice.